What happens when you sit silent? Seriously, what happens to you? What happens to your thoughts and your emotions, your feelings? Is it unsettling or is it peaceful? Well, if it's totally peaceful, congrats, Buddha. This video is not for you. But if when you sit silent, away from distractions, noise, and external stimulus, and it's just you with you, is there any fear that arises? What about anxiety? Is it hard to sit quietly? Is there an uncomfortable tension that rises up inside of you? Do you let that tension rise up so you can look at it and understand it, why it's there, what it's saying? Oftentimes, the more you push down a feeling or idea that comes up, the quicker you are to push it down next time it arises. Picture this. Take a moment, close your eyes, and picture this story. It's like if someone winds up to punch you every day. The punch being a negative feeling, thought, emotion. The first day, you may get punched because you didn't realize what was happening, and it's going to hurt. So the next day, it's not on the frontal part of your thoughts that you're going to get punched again. But if you see a man walking up, looking the same, you may think to yourself, is this man going to punch me? He walks up right in front of you, cocks his fist back. Just before he lands a punch, you think to yourself, I don't want to get hurt again. So you slip it and you miss the punch. The next day, you might be wondering if this is a common everyday occurrence that is going to happen. You see a man walk up, start to wind up, and you already know what's going to happen. So you move. You knew it was coming. Every day after the man walks up, you immediately move. You know what's coming. Every day he will pop up, and every day you get a bit and bit faster. You get better at avoiding him, but the better you get at avoiding him, the harder he tries. The more he will pop up every day in different ways. So now you can avoid him like a pro, but he is consistently and constantly on your mind because he is showing up everywhere. You will be so routined into avoiding him, it will be ingrained in your subconscious. Where is he? Will he show up again? You begin to be wired to believe that he is around every corner. This runs your actions, where you go, who you talk to. It limits your positive emotions and your thoughts. But you believe it's the safest thing to do. Little do you know that all it takes to get rid of this man who's going to punch you is to open up, be vulnerable, and allow him just one good solid punch without resistance. After you just get socked, you now have the ability to ask why. What's your purpose? What are you trying to tell me? What do I need to do now? And accept all of the answers. The punch was a negative feeling. That negative thing that you always stuff down because you don't want to face it, because it hurts, just like a punch. But just like the moral of the story, once you open up, allow this feeling or thought to run through your body without judgment or resistance, you feel the pain, but you still allow it in. You are then able to ask it questions you couldn't have been able to ask before you allowed it in. You get answers and allow it to stop running your everyday thoughts, feelings, and actions.